The Cripps mission of 1942 and Patel's reaction. At a Congress meeting, Jawaharlal Nehru spoke of a scorched earth policy if the Japanese invaded, and Patel and Prasad threatened to resign from the working committee due to differences with Nehru and Azad. Patel went to the extent of writing a letter. Rajaji is spreading poison. After having entered legislature on Congress ticket, such propaganda is like breaking the oath which he has taken. As per pledge, he is bound to act according to the resolutions of the working committee. At present, he has a mania for fighting with the Japanese. He has done tremendous mischief and harm to the Congress organization. To the country's cause, he has done no less disservice. But I would not be surprised if someday he throws away the sponge and retires altogether from public life, in case he does not get enough support. This is what Patel wrote in a letter. And here is the peek into Siddharth's time in Britain right there in the last sentence. Who says throws away the sponge? Clearly men who had a stint of studying in Britain. The differences between Rajaji were not only about the Cripps mission, but also about his acceptance of Jinnah's formula that the Muslim majority area should be separated. Patel disagreed vehemently. This was exactly the danger that he and Gandhi could see clearly in the Cripps mission, and they warned Rajaji about it incessantly. Gandhi even suggested to Rajaji that he might want to leave the Congress and pursue his views outside the party. Rajaji refused to relent, and the Congress, urged by Gandhi and Patel, rejected Rajaji's pro-Pakistan proposal by 120 votes to 15. Amidst all this, in March 1942, Netaji's voice boomed over Azad Hind radio. He was raising an army. He would take help from the Axis powers, he explained. He was going to march into the beloved motherland to free it, he promised. His news station began to broadcast new bulletins in English, Bengali, Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, Punjabi, Pashto and Urdu, all designed to raise a volunteer force for his army, the Azad Hind Fauj, to counter the war propaganda of the British. Bose called the British Broadcasting Corporation the Bluff and Bluster Corporation, and All India Radio as Anti-India Radio. Gandhi and Nehru, according to Azad, veered towards the opposite sides during this period. Both were committed to India's independence, but unsure about the result of the war, which would be. As Bose began to transmit his message, Gandhiji by now inclined more and more to the view that allies could not win the war. He feared that it might end in the triumph of Germany or Japan, or at best there might be a stalemate. He also saw Subhash Bose's escape to Germany and made his great impression on Gandhiji. He felt he had not formally approved many of his actions, but now it could be found that a change in his outlook. This is what Patel said. His admiration for Subhash Bose unconsciously colored his view about the whole war situation. This admiration was one of the factors which clouded the discussions during the Cripps mission to India.